Hey, I'm Zoo. Nice to see ya. Today is July 21st, 2021, and as of this recording, the Seattle Kraken have officially just released their expansion draft roster. Granted, it's a interesting roster. Now on the screen here, I will list all the players from each 30 teams that the Seattle Kraken selected. Kind of some interesting picks, I'm not gonna lie. Surprised that Tarasenko wasn't picked from the Blues. Carey Price was a name thrown out there. Wasn't surprised about, like Giordano and stuff, but an interesting team to say the least. But before we get started, if you're excited to see how the Seattle Kraken do in NHL 21, leave a like down below, and also let me know down in the comments if you think Seattle will win a Stanley Cup within the next, let's say, 10 years. Without further ado, let's get it started.
Yeah, nightmares keep haunting me. Being at the top is never guaranteed. Last thing I want is a nominee. Wanna stack up awards like 1, 2, 3. Keep calm and relax, I'm supposed to be.
Alright folks, so year one for the Seattle Kraken. At the trade deadline, they decided to trade Mark Giordano and Jamie Oleksiak to the LA Kings for a couple good prospects in Mikey Anderson and Akil Thomas. As you can tell, the Kraken decided to tank as they decided they weren't going to make the playoffs. They ended up finishing last in their division and 25th in the league with only 81 points, so not a great start to the Kraken franchise. Jordan Eberle leads the team with 67 points, and Jared McCann has a respectful 60 points and 23 goals. Chris Striegler, the starting goalie for the Kraken, finishes the team with a .917 save percentage, although he did have a losing record, and the Kraken move up from 7 to 3 in the draft lottery. The Kraken decided to pick up defenseman Brandt Clark. He's a medium elite offensive defenseman. As for awards, Colorado takes home the Stanley Cup, and McDavid cleans up the house for the awards. In the offseason of year two, the Kraken decided to add a ton of age to the team. They signed Patrick Marleau, Joe Thornton, Nick Foligno, Zdeno Chara, and they pick up goalie Peter MRAZEK. However, with this age, they still finished last in their division and third worst in the NHL. Jared McCann has another great year with the Kraken with 29 goals, and he leads the team in points. VANECEK actually played more than Robert Lehner, who they traded for, and Robert Lehner was injured. He still put up a .900 save percentage. The Kraken in the draft lottery drop one spot from 5 to 6. They pick up Savoy. He's a medium elite playmaking center. As for awards, Toronto wins the Stanley Cup, and Tyler Seguin cleans up the awards this year. In the offseason of year number 3, the Kraken signed Mattias Ekholm and Nick Leddy to help out their back end. They just barely missed the playoffs. They're only 2 points out and finished 5th in their division, 18th in the league. Jordan Eberle leads the team with 61 points. And Peter MRAZEK plays 71 games. Both goalies finished with above .900 save percentage. Only the bottom two teams swap picks in the lottery. Everyone remains the same. The Kraken stay at 14. They pick Turris. He's a medium top 4 offensive defenseman. As for awards, the Canucks take home the cup, and Draisaitl takes home 3 awards, and OVECHKIN takes home another Rocket Richard trophy at age 37. Year number 4 sees the Seattle Kraken bring in Jake DeBrusk, David Krejci, Dustin Brown, Gustav Nyquist, Evgeny Dadonov, and Tristan Jarry. Joe Thornton is still on the team at 44 years old after putting up back-to-back 50-point seasons with Seattle. The Kraken yet again missed the playoffs. They finished 6th in their division and 22nd in the league with only 83 points. Jared McCann has a great year again with the Kraken, consistently a 50-point getter, and he finishes this season with 58 points. Tristan Jarry starts 69 games, nice, for the Kraken, and he posts a .911 save percentage. Seattle stays at number 10 in the lottery, and they pick Kapusta, a medium elite defensive defenseman. As for awards, Chicago wins the cup after only losing 4 games in the postseason. Patrick Kane takes home 3 awards, Panarin and Vasilevsky take home 2 each. The goalies for the Kraken in year 5 have completely switched. They now have Koskinen and 41-year-old Pekka Rinne. They also bring in Connor Sherry and Josh Bailey. They missed the playoffs for the 5th straight season, 5th in their division and 23rd in the league with 82 points. Brian Rust leads the team in goals with 28 and also points with 60. Both Koskinen and Rinne now have above a 900 save percentage. Seattle drops from 9 to 10 in the lottery, Ottawa jumps from 13 to 1, and the Kraken pick Bremberg, a top 4 medium defensive defenseman. As for awards, the Ducks win the Cup after only losing 5 games in the postseason, and Trevor Zegras wins the awards, taking home the Rocket and the Art Ross. So we are now done 5 years of the Seattle Kraken. Let's see what they're sitting at now. At the halfway mark, their record is 178 wins, 178 losses, and 53 overtime losses. The franchise leader in goals is Jared McCann with 123, and Jared McCann is also the franchise leader in points with 283. The most games played for the franchise is Yanni Gourde with 403. The goalie with the most wins for the Kraken is Peter MRAZEK with 41. The Kraken still have not made the playoffs, therefore have not won a playoff game. They also have not won a President's Trophy, and we've still yet to see them raise the Stanley Cup. Let's see if they can turn that around in the last half of the simulation. In year 6, the Kraken add some new additions such as Victor Arvidsson, Turris, SAROS, and Primo between the pipes. Brent Clark, 3rd overall pick in year 1, is now an 87 overall at 22 years old. And guess what, folks? They finally did it. They made the playoffs in year 6. They finished 2nd in the Pacific and 11th in the league with 94 points. Jared McCann leads the team in points for the 3rd time with 63, and he has the most goals on the team with 27. Both Saros and Primo finished with above a 900 save percentage, and let's go into the playoff tree. So they beat San Jose in 5, and they win their first ever playoff series. They beat Vegas in a thrilling 7-game series. They almost blew a 3-1 series lead against Chicago, but they won in 7. Unfortunately, they could not close it out, and they lost in the Cup final to New Jersey in 6 games. In the draft lottery, Edmonton wins the lottery. They jump from 9 to 1. Seattle takes Umberger, a medium top 9 two-way forward, at pick 30. And Seattle's head coach LaChance wins Seattle's first ever award, the Jack Adams Award. A few notable roster changes. They bring in 41-year-old Ovechkin and Owen Tippett, and they bring back Peter MRAZEK. Clark and Turris is now Seattle's top D pair, 2 players that they both drafted. Opposite of last year, they finished 30th in the league with only 73 points. However, 41-year-old Ovechkin leads the team in goals and points with 37 and 64 respectively, even after missing 16 games with injury. Saros with a rough year, he had 8 more losses than wins and an .899 save percentage. And as for the draft lottery, Seattle stays at number 2, and they pick RACINE, who is a medium elite playmaking left winger. As for awards, Chicago wins their 2nd cup in 4 years, and McDavid on the Dallas Stars wins 3 awards, and Matthews on the Rangers wins 2. New additions include Fiala, Kerfoot, and Shillington. They missed the playoffs and finished 7th in their division and 22nd in the league with 82 points. Now 42-year-old Ovi leads the team in goals and points with 30 and 61 respectively. Goalies were both lackluster, but however still get above a 900 save percentage. Seattle stays at number 10 in the draft lottery. They picked Dikuis, a medium elite two-way forward right wing. And Yanni Gourde retires after 8 seasons as a Kraken. And Brad Lambert of the Minnesota Wild wins 4 awards, had a huge season with 63 goals and 62 assists. What a crazy season for Brad Lambert. In year number 9, the Kraken traded for a 91 overall franchise potential VANDENBUSSCHE, and they also acquired Kirby Dach. However, with these new additions, they still finished 21st in the league with 85 points, and they missed the playoffs yet again. RACINE leads the team with 68 points, and VANDENBUSSCHE leads the team in goals with 31. Saros puts up a winning record and a .902 save percentage, but it's not enough to help the team make the playoffs. Detroit wins the Stanley Cup after only losing 3 games in the postseason. Libor Hajek wins the Masterton Award for Seattle, and Bayer of the Jets wins 3 awards. And in the last season of the simulation, they bring in a new starter in ALNEFELT, and their first line is all 90 plus overall. But like always, the Kraken struggled to make the playoffs, and they finished 29th in the league with a measly 71 points. VANDENBUSSCHE leads the team in goals and points with 33 and 70 respectfully, and ALNEFELT could not hold it down. He lost 3 more games than wins, and he had a .902 save percentage. The Islanders take home the cup, and Alexis Lafreniere takes home 3 awards for the Rangers. We're now done the 10-year simulation for the Seattle Kraken. Let's check their final numbers. So their record was 361 wins, 366 losses, and 93 overtime losses. Their goal leader was Jared McCann with 234. Their points leader was Jared McCann with 572. And their games played leader was Jared McCann with 792. The most wins by a goalie for the Kraken was UC SAROS with 86. Their total amount of playoff wins was 14, and 0 President's Trophies and 0 Cups. So I think the most interesting part about this simulation is the fact that they only made the playoffs once in 10 years. Jared McCann proved to have a great career with the Kraken, and the fact that their most winning goalie had less than 100 wins is kind of concerning for the team. If you enjoyed this simulation, make sure to leave a like down below, and also make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to make sure you'll be notified anytime I upload an NHL video. If you guys want to see more simulation videos, leave a comment down below on what I should do next, and as always, take care.